Hello and welcome to God's Minute. I'm Pastor Jonathan Conrad. I'm the senior pastor at St. Paul's Lutheran Church in Wilmington, North Carolina, where all means all. And this week we are looking at the story of Stephen, one of the first deacons named in the book of Acts. And today's passage has me thinking about Southwest Airlines. So let's get to it. Stephen said, "You stiff-necked people, uncircumcised in heart and ears, you are forever opposing the Holy Spirit, just as your ancestors used to do. Which of the prophets did your ancestors not persecute? They killed those who foretold the coming of the righteous one, and now you have become his betrayers and murderers. You are the ones that received the law as ordained by angels, and yet you have not kept it." Southwest Airlines is one of the major airlines in the United States, and they run a very popular advertising campaign called "Want to Get Away." In these ads, someone is caught saying or doing something that brings embarrassment or disgust. My favorite ad is when a band is performing and the singer yells out, "Thank you, Detroit! We love you!" And the place goes silent, and the people start to boo. One of his bandmates leans in and whispers, "Detroit was last night." And the singer has this perfect uh-oh look. Cue the tagline, "Want to get away?" In our passage, I wish Stephen had a "want to get away" moment. Throughout chapter 7, Stephen has defended his faith by walking the people, the ones who have put him on church trial, through the history of Israel and teaching where they went wrong, where they sinned against God. But he does it in a manner that does not raise the ire of the listeners. That is until our passage today, where Stephen starts to insult everyone and accuses them of some pretty heinous sins. He says that the people opposed the Holy Spirit, which was considered a major sin. Then he says that the people are murderers of prophets and the righteous one, which would be Christ. And finally, they have broken God's law. So he calls them lawbreakers. By going in this direction, Stephen totally turns the crowd against him, and his fate is sealed. If there was one thing I wish God had given Stephen, it would be tact. Now, tact is sensitivity in dealing with others or with difficult issues. And Stephen could have probably made his point, and he had up until this passage, but then he loses all tact, and soon he loses his life. So, what can we learn? We can learn this: Jesus wants us to have a conversation, not a confrontation. Jesus wants us to talk and show the good things that come with a life dedicated to him and his mission. He wants us to be inviting, not instigating. Think about how Jesus treated those around him, even those who disagreed with him. He showed respect, he showed honor, he showed tact. And look at how welcoming he was to those who were seeking hope. When we see someone going down the wrong road or someone who is lost in a wilderness, remember that the gospel, the good news, is the perfect way to ask them, "Want to get away?" And that will do it for me today. Thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow with another edition of God's Minute. Until then, you take care and God bless. Come worship with us at St. Paul's Lutheran Church every Sunday. If you are in the Wilmington area, please worship with us at our 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. indoor services. Holy Communion is served at each service. Gluten-free wafers and grape juice are available if you need those items. And if you are fully vaccinated, masks are optional. If you feel more comfortable wearing a mask, you are very welcome to do so. If you are not fully vaccinated, masks are required. If you are in need of Holy Communion, come by between 12:15 and 12:45 p.m. when we offer our drive-through communion, where you can receive the sacrament, pick up a devotional, and our weekly newsletter. Gluten-free wafers and grape juice are available if you need those items. We invite you to support St. Paul's and our ministries through financial giving. You can give in several ways: online, text, check, cash, and drafting from your bank account. Your financial support helps bring God's grace to all. And at St. Paul's Lutheran Church, all means all.